Raiders will kick off first, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Right back to him on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's screen. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And the Cowboys have this offense rolling. Making side adjustments here. Off play action on first down. Time to take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Right down the middle. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Not all drops are equal, and those are frustrating, man. Those are the ones where you're going to move the sticks. Nice job seeing the middle of the field come open. The first down marker's right there, and that's a big, costly drop for this offense.
And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, the kicker was trying to put his team on the board and break this 0-0 tie. Just didn't have enough leg to get it there.
That 53-yard attempt was well within his range, but now this offense will take over at its own 36. Dropping back, it's Hammond. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. There's a little room there. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Working that left side now. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a gap. It's Hawkins. There he goes. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. So a crease, nothing but green grass
yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense showing blitz here. Wide receiver going in motion. With the catch, it's Carpenter. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Hammond. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
You watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
This is a guy that gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. After that last run, he's already now got 100 yards rushing.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Final play of the quarter coming. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Rides the option, he keeps it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They'll run it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Barnes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Strong run. Picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab on 3rd. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Reads it, fires complete. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Run inside. It's Hawkins. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Cowboys! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the running back That's his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside. It's Dickey. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball.
And they'll fake it again. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. The corners are walked up tight. Slips away. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. Defensive stack will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Nicky. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. The screen, he can go. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Lee.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Electrifying play, and man, they set up down at the 32-yard line. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime.
Number 16 sets a kickoff.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Touchdown, Red Raiders. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up, put your defense right back on the field. They got to answer the bell this time. Last time they gave up points. This time they're going to need to go bail you out and make you look good.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line. You got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
To the air. It's Hammond. Works the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And he tacks on the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, maybe a double pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously,
guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quick strike complete. And he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. On the ground with the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Caught by Williams on the left. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
Makes the catch. It's Carter. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. All the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 30. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to power their way ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the Cowboys will punt this one. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. Got a little grass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, fake punts don't get called very often. When they do, you've got to go execute. Great job, guys.
I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. A tackle on that play, and let's send in the professionals to make sure this coach is still with us. I mean, a fake punt on first down? Seriously?
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him, if you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Williams. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking downfield. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Shoots it to the left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab at the 30. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.